Hey, you guys. Okay, this is part 2 of Reroute as promised. And if you didn't watch part 1, please go back and watch that first so you don't be confused. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. And I had some seafood left over from my story time from the other day. So I said, let me go ahead and enjoy this while I tell my story as promised. So here we go. I'm just going to get right into it. I have my Alfredo that I made for my dip, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so for those of you again who haven't watched part 1, go watch that first of Reroute and then come back and watch part 2. So all right, we're going to start off where we left off, which was them going into the house to use the restroom and 2 of them not coming back out. So I said on part 2 that I would name them. So it's 4 of them. And here, I'm going to give me a cucumber. So it's 3 boys and 1 girl. And the girl's name is Lindsay. Her boyfriend's name is Trey. And then you have Brian. And you got Kevin. So, getting right into it. Now, Kevin was driving. And Lindsay and her boyfriend are the ones who went into the house. She went to look for him and didn't come back out. So the other 2 are in the car worried. Like, maybe we both need to go see what's going on. And the driver, he like, I already told y'all that this was a bad idea to stop at this stranger's house. So he like, I don't want to go in there. Because what if something bad is going on? You know, who's going to be able to go for help? Which is smart. So they just sitting there waiting. They probably waited like 20 more minutes actually. And it started to get dark a little bit. So finally, he was like, let's go in together because I really don't want to go in here by myself. So we started blowing the horn for him to come out because he really didn't want to go in there. But nobody came out yet. So he was like, you know what? I'm gonna not think, creepy. Knowing Lindsay, she probably in there running her mouth. So they turn the car off, lock the car up, and they head towards the house. And they're going up the stairs. And Brian starts calling like Lindsay's name. And the guy opens the door. The guy who lives there opens the door. And he's like, oh, come on in. They in here. And he's like, what's taking them so long? We really gotta go. And he's like, you come in the kitchen and you can ask them. So they walk toward the kitchen and it's nobody in there. So he like, have a seat. And they sit down. And the guy leaves. And walks like down the hall. He offered them a beer before they went too. So they sitting there cracking open their beers, but they still kind of feel like creeped out because the guy are quiet and it doesn't, seem normal how he acting. But then they, like I said, trying to be not too scared because they think they overreacting. And then Brian's like, we is, he don't know us, so he probably looking at us crazy too. So they like standing in the kitchen talking. And then they like, okay, like, where he at? Because it's like nobody's coming. So Brian starts walking down the hallway looking for them. So he sees the bathroom. He sees a bathroom. And it's open, so nobody's in there. And then he opens up another door that's right on the hall. And he sees like some computer stuff and scanners. And he sees like this machine and this like TV with GPS on it. And then that's when he like, oh my God. I think this man did something to our GPS. So he started walking back down the hallway toward the kitchen. And he goes in the kitchen and now his other friend is not there. So now he's scared. He think about like start screaming their names, but you know, he's like scared. Cause where his friend at? And his beer can is just like sitting on the table. I didn't use my cheese. So he can't go back out to the car because he didn't have the keys. So he go in his pocket to get his phone. He pulled his phone out and his phone's not working. Like he has no signal out there. So he sees this door. And it's a basement. So he starts walking down there and he like Lindsay, Brian, trying to call for his friends and stuff. Because he thought he heard something down there. And then he goes down there. And it's dark, so he can't hardly see. But he just looking for one of his friends at this point. Excuse me. So you see this sheet, and it looked like it's a body hanging on this sheet. So he pulls it back, of course. Hold on, y'all. Enjoyable. Now, I'm gonna be finished eating before the story over. How fast I'm eating. And I only had like a little bit left. Hanging there. He gone. So he jumped. And he starts running. You can hear something knocking. So he like thinking like, do I go back up the stairs or do I see what's knocking? And it's like a chest on the ground. This big old chest. So he opened it. And it's Lindsay. With some tape on her mouth. And she's like, oh my God. He pulled the tape off. She's like, we gotta get out of here. This man is crazy. And you're whispering. And she sees her friend hanging there. So she starts screaming. And he calmed her down real quick. You gotta be quiet. You gotta get out of here. And then he was like, we gotta find Brian. Got the keys to the car. We can't get out of here. So he tried to find a weapon. But there's nothing down there really, like big furniture and stuff that he can't dismantle. And then they hear the like door closed from upstairs. So they see a window. And they knock the window out. Sorry, hold on. So they knock the window out. Like kick the window. And then they go outside. But the guy is out there already. So they run towards this like shed thing so he can't see them. And they're hiding in this shed thing. To try to figure out what, buy them some time so they can figure out what they're gonna do. So they're trying to get weapons. But they see all this like, her cell phone don't work either, just so you know. They see all this like stuff on this table, cell phones, people's stuff. It's like you could tell that this man has been harming people, like luring them there. They could see people's like personal items, just throw it all over this table and stuff. So they like, oh my God, we gonna, you know, I can't say the word, but they like, we're not gonna make it out of here if we don't figure something out. So they hear some screaming. Sound like Brian. So she like, we gotta save him. We gotta help him. We like, we're not gonna be able to save him. We don't even know where that's coming from. And she's like, if it was you, you know, he would help you, so we gotta go help him. So they looking around for some weapons and stuff. And they could like find, like, she found like a flashlight. And he found like a cane. So he grabbed the cane. She got the flashlight. And they hear this machine starting up. Sound like a saw. So they start running because they think that he's harming their friend, like they did his other friend. My napkin. I ripped my napkin little things. It's not an orb. It's just my paper towel flying. But so they start running towards them. And they see him like getting ready to cut up some stuff in a bag. And they think, oh my God, he's about to cut up our friend. So she starts screaming like, hey, you know. And the guy turned around and he hit him with the cane. And they start running to the bag and open it. And it's somebody else. It's not even their friend. So they're like, oh my God. But it was too late for that person. Because they was like too badly injured that they knew that it was not gonna, you know, they were gonna hurt. They was gonna get hurt trying to save them, so they just left them there. They was just glad it wasn't their friend. So they started running back towards the house because they could see him ran with them back up. And they trying to go in the house to find some more weapons, some better weapons, and to find Brian because they need the keys so they can drive away from there. So now they back in the house. They go upstairs because they thought they heard something up there. And then when they go down the hall, they keep hearing it. And it's like a room where the door cracked. So they go in there. And it's like an older guy in there. But he's just like old. Too old to even care. So they're like, you have to help us. I'm like, where's our friend? And the guy is just looking at them. Excuse me. The guy's just looking at them crazy. And then the guy started making noise. And then they like, oh my God. This guy is gonna get us caught. So they have to hit him because he making too much noise. So they knock him out. And they start running. Excuse me. And alright, it's already been 25 minutes. So guess what? Stay tuned for part 3.